Hi Yarny friends! Today I'm going to be showing you how to crochet the single crochet stitch. I will be using a 4-weight yarn and a size 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. For this tutorial I am using Lion Brand Basic Stitch yarn, which is a wonderful premium 100% acrylic. And I'm not going to be taking it out of the middle because I don't want to have a huge yarn barf. Sometimes that happens when you can't find the center pull to pull it out. So here we go. I'm taking it from the outside. And now we're going to make 11 chain stitches. So we just wrap the yarn around the hook and pull through. Wrap the yarn around the hook and pull through, and do that 11 times. And we're making 11 crochet chains, and now we're going to make the first stitch. We skip that first chain from the hook and insert your hook into that second chain from the hook. You insert your hook into the next stitch, wrap your yarn around your hook. Whoops, sorry about that. Pull it through, wrap your yarn around again, and pull it through both loops on the hook. So here we go. Insert your hook into that next chain, wrap your yarn around your hook, pull through the chain, yarn over, and pull through both loops. Insert your hook, wrap your yarn around the hook, pull through, wrap your yarn around the hook again, and pull through both loops on the hook. So you'll be yarning over twice and pulling through twice. Insert your hook, wrap your yarn around your hook, pull through, wrap your yarn around the hook again, and pull through. Now you may notice that on this part right here, I'm going under, and then here I'm going over. You can really do it either way. I've been told by a lot of people that they learned it by going over both times, yarning over both times. If that feels more comfortable to you, then do it. Here we go, insert. So here we go, like you can yarn over right there instead of yarning under. Just do what feels more comfortable to you. The important thing is that you're pulling that yarn through the loops. So when I learned how to crochet, that's how I did it. I didn't really pay attention to whether I was yarning under or yarning over. So we're at the end of the first row. We're going to chain one, we're going to turn our work, and now we're going to insert our hook into the top of that last stitch and crochet our single crochets all the way down. Again, so that first row had 10 single crochets. Remember, we did chain 11 chain stitches, but because we skipped that first chain stitch and crocheted into the second chain stitch, we only had the 10 single crochets. And at the end of the first row, we chained one, and then we turned, and now we're crocheting row 2, and there will be 10 single crochets across the top of this row. And what we are doing is we are making 10 rows of 10 single crochet stitches. So at the end of this tutorial, you will have a small piece of crocheted fabric that has a total of 100 single crochet stitches. And each row is going to be the same. The second row only differs in the first row in the fact that we are stitching into the top of the single crochet row, and we are going through both loops at the top of the stitch we're crocheting into. All right, here is the last single crochet in round 2. Wrap the yarn around, pull through, wrap the yarn around again, pull through, chain stitch. Now we are starting on row 3 and we're going into that first stitch, single crochet, and we're going to keep doing this for the next 9 stitches until we get to the end of the row. And then we're going to chain 1, turn your work, and repeat all over again. And we're going to continue doing this until you finish row 10, and I will meet you at the end. Until then, I will be crocheting here very slowly right along with you. Okay, we are at the end. Now we are just going to tie off this yarn and cut it off. And I want to show you how this compares to a couple of the other stitches that I have shown you in previous videos. Okay, so here is our square, and I'm going to show you what it looks like next to another 10 by 10 single crochet square. And the purple yarn is a little smaller. It's a 4-weight, but you can see there's a little difference. Our yellow is a little bigger. The yarn was a little thicker, even though it was still a 4-weight. Okay, now I'm going to show you what it looks like next to, this is a treble crochet, and it is 10 rows of 10 treble crochet stitches, so you can see it's quite a bit longer. And then here is, I'm going to show you another stitch. Here's a double crochet stitch on top of the treble crochet stitch, and that's what a 10 by 10 piece of double crochet fabric looks like. Here is a half double crochet, and here is our single crochet. So it's quite a bit smaller, same amount of stitches, but as the stitches get bigger, the size of the swatch gets bigger. So I hope you had super fun crocheting this stitch and learning it, and I will see you in the next stitch tutorial.